Streets fill with a sea of protesters, passionate chants echo against the walls of the Knesset. What's happening in Jerusalem right now might just be a defining moment in Israeli politics. Tens of thousands of Israelis swarmed the streets of Jerusalem in a massive demonstration. They're standing firmly against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government policies and the enduring exemptions for ultra-Orthodox Jewish men from conscription. If you're getting a sense of déjà vu, you're not alone. We saw similar scenes unfold right last year. Stick with us as we explore the driving force behind this large-scale mobilization and what it could mean for Israel's future. The heart of the protest. The streets outside the Knesset were a bustling, vibrant sea of voices and action on that warm summer afternoon. It wasn't just the sheer number of people that caught one's attention. It was the diverse array of passionate demands echoing through the air, a cacophony calling for change and justice. The protesters, a mix of young and old, stood shoulder to shoulder in solidarity, their voices rising in unison. They not only challenged the exemptions granted to ultra-Orthodox Jewish men from military service, a privilege seen as a birthright and duty for other Israeli citizens, but also directed their fervor towards critiquing the broader spectrum of governmental policies and decisions affecting their lives and communities. Echoes from the past. This recent outcry is reminiscent of one from the annals of 2023. Just last year, passionate citizens filled these very streets, their voices echoing calls for much-needed governmental and socio-economic reforms. The sense of urgency then was palpable, but what has triggered this resurgence now? Experts say that while some of the issues faced by Israeli society haven't changed, there is a rising tide of frustration towards governmental inaction and decisions being taken without proper consultation or consideration for its citizens. And with the upcoming elections, many are using this opportunity to have their voices heard and push for change. The people's voice. Protest groups, including influential organizations that played key roles in orchestrating the massive demonstrations that reverberated across Israel in 2023, united to coordinate a significant rally outside the Knesset, the nation's legislative body. Central to their agenda was a fervent call for a fresh election to unseat the current administration. Moreover, the demonstrators are pressing for a more equitable sharing of the military service burden, a duty that disproportionately affects many Israeli citizens. Following the tragic Hamas assault on October 7th and the ensuing conflict in Gaza, resulting in the highest number of military casualties in years, an estimated 600 soldiers have regrettably lost their lives in the line of duty. Prime Minister Netanyahu's response. Amidst tens of thousands of protesters filling the streets of Jerusalem, accusing him of neglecting hostages in Gaza and mishandling the conflict with Hamas, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu asserted that he was exerting every effort to secure the release of the captives. Expressing empathy, Netanyahu acknowledged the desperation to reunite with the hostages, stating at a press conference, "I share the yearning to bring them back," and emphasized, "I am fully committed to that cause." In his role as Israel's prime minister, Netanyahu affirmed his unwavering dedication to repatriating the missing individuals, declaring he is leaving no stone unturned in the pursuit to bring their dear ones home. Addressing the mounting global censure against Israel, he attributed the animosity towards the Jewish state to a blend of ignorance and anti-Semitism. Netanyahu decried the swift dismissal of the tragic events on October 7th and criticized the world's unified condemnation, cautioning that without internal solidarity, external support would be scarce in defending against assaults on the nation. Netanyahu dismisses calls for early election. Netanyahu has dismissed requests for an early election amidst thousands of protesters flooding the streets of Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, urging for his resignation. His popularity has sharply declined in polls since the October 7th attack that triggered the destructive conflict in Gaza. The calls for an early vote have escalated since October, following a rare assault by the Palestinian group Hamas within Israeli territory, resulting in the loss of approximately 1,100 lives and the capture of over 200 individuals. Nearly half of the captives were later released during a brief ceasefire in November. Uniting for change. The protest, which has continued to gain momentum and show no signs of slowing down, marks an unprecedented convergence of diverse groups. The demonstrators, made up not only of secular Israelis, but also ultra-Orthodox Jews, Arab citizens, and Druze communities, are united in their calls for social justice and equality. This solidarity is a powerful statement that transcends religious, cultural, and political differences, demonstrating that the people of Israel are united in their desire for change. It also serves as a reminder to those in power that they are accountable to all citizens and must work towards creating a more just and equitable society for all. As the dust settles on yet another historic rally, it becomes clear that these voices seek more than fleeting attention. They demand to be heard, and more importantly, they demand action. To understand this matter better, you may need to view the video on the Israel-Hamas conflict. Just click the image on the screen now. Thank you for watching, and let's continue striving for a better future together.